What's a present?
You all get a present. All right.
What? Is that? Was
The
I not
dessert
supposed
was
to?
in there.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You know him as the Sugar Rush contestant who set himself apart from the rest. We are so excited to have Chef Richard Skaggs on the show today. Chef, how could anyone shake up your pastry gift? She didn't know better.
Well, it was a surprise to me, as we all saw.
You were like, ah!
Yeah, I was not ready. I was shook.
I feel the shookethness with you as well. But today there will be no shaking. There will only be baking on the show. We're going to be making something very French inspired. Tell me about it.
So we'll be making a Bûche De Noël today, which is a pastry that got its start in France in the 1870s. It was originally brought out by having burning the Yule Log for Christmas, and then a patissier was like, let's make it a cake, and I agree.
That's so interesting, and I mean, we're looking at the finished product. It looks like a work of art and a true actual piece of log.
Yes.
So great job on that. For someone at home, the base is this spongy cake. What do you call it?
So this cake could be a multitude of different things. What I've made today is a gluten-free chocolate sponge because that's, you know, people are a little gluten-free now.
Yes, they are.
But you could use any kind of sponge that's easier to roll, but my mom's favorite is, you know, cherry chocolate, so that's what
Mom,
we're going for.
This one is for Mom. So
That's right.
So that they would make this kind of in a sheet pan?
Yep, and then from here, this cake would actually be rolled like this, just to help that crumb set. So we're gonna go ahead and unroll it, and what I would like you to do is we're going to give this a snowstorm of cream cheese mousse. So
this looks
go ahead and just slather that on there.
Okay, you're gonna help me, right?
Yeah, I'll smooth it out if you want to put the dollops on.
Let me put the, you know, you said a snowstorm, let me give you those feet of snow.
All of it. Yeah.
All right, hopefully we don't get this much snow in San Antonio this year, and if we do, well, we'll embrace it, and we'll make some of this too.
We'll have a Bûche De Noël party.
I'm calling you first.
There we go, that works. I'll answer.
Is that enough?
That's perfect. So I'm just gonna go through here now, and I'm gonna smooth this out so we have a nice even base.
What is this tool called?
So this is called an offset spatula, and cake decorators use it too, but savory chefs should use this too. It's really easy to help plate everything, and we're just gonna move our filling so it'll be nice and even across our sponge, just like this.
I'm so relaxed watching you do it. Yes, because you're right though, it helps really smooth everything evenly.
Beautiful. Now, I'm a very extra whimsical kind of person.
Love it.
So we're gonna put two fillings in here. I have a French cherry jam, which is only made with about 30% sugar. So if you wanna go ahead and do little dollops on there.
Oh my
And then when you get done doing that, I have another special treat because I feel like cherry should be enjoyed in all of its forms. So we have a jam, we're gonna have it fresh, and then I also have candied brandy cherries in there as well.
Who are you? I don't know, but I mean, I'm learning right now.
Right?
What's in here? Is there pomegranates as well?
No, this is all fresh cherries and candied cherries that have been marinated in brandy, just to add, you know, a little extra holiday, you know, festivities. So we're gonna add some of that on there as well.
Okay.
That's perfect right there. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of smear this across so we get a little bit of cherry in every single bite.
Richard, I already had to look at the tamales. Now I'm looking at this and my mouth is watering.
Beautiful. That's what we want to happen. Now, this is the tricky part. So I'm gonna actually move our cutting board like this. And we're gonna grab the top of our sponge and we're actually going to re-roll it. So this part can be a little iffy. If you're not confident, you have to be kind of like Julia Childs in the kitchen. Just do it fearlessly.
Just do it. I like that advice.
Yeah.
And even if it crumbles a little, that's okay. You can make it come together.
That's right. We're not gonna worry about like this crack right here because we're gonna cover her with some buttercream and no one will ever know.
Love those secrets.
I have my plate right here. And all I'm gonna do is we're gonna pick up this cake, hopefully.
You want me to help you?
Yeah, let's tag team. We're gonna actually just roll it. So let's put that side down. And then that way we don't risk cracking our cake.
I wouldn't have even thought of that. I would have panicked and it would have been not looking like a log, maybe would have looking like a broken branch.
That's okay. And like we did have a little bit of a crack right here, but we're not gonna worry too much. We got a lot of good filling in here.
And like you said, the buttercream can make up for it. Can we show that real quick? Because of course we are short on time here. But you guys see the beautiful outcome that no matter the cracks, it can look like that.
You just take your buttercream and you're gonna smooth it across the top like this, just to make it really nice and even. And then from there, I won't do the whole cake. We have some really cool garnishes. I made some chocolate bark, so this is just a really good way to add texture. So you can add it right on the top, just like that. And because this is in temper, you get a nice little snap, so it adds more texture.
I imagine this is what set you apart on the contest that you were in on Sugar Rush. That must have been such a great experience.
A little bit, yeah. I just feel like they were like, we need some good pastries. And I was like, choose me, please.
Choose me. I am your man. Well, I'm so happy that you were able to be there. Congratulations on that. And we thank you so much for being with us here today and bringing the swag, the Bûche De Noël.
There you go, the Bûche De Noël.
Bûche De Noël. How can people reach you?
You can find me on Instagram underneath Bake My Day 3300, and I'm a private chef and I do private catering orders as well.
Oh, you know what? I know what you're capable of now. Y'all, I had to do it.
Want bedazzled cherry?
So, yes, thank you so much. Y'all stick around. There is